You ever feel like you're living somebody else's story? Like your choices, your dreams, your fears, they don't belong to you. They were handed to you. They taught you how to think, how to act, how to define success. But what if that script is not yours? What if real freedom begins not when you learn more, but when you unlearn everything you've been told? Today, I want to take you on a 30-minute journey to unlearn, unshackle, and rebuild. You will hear stories, you'll feel truths, and you'll see how some of the greatest humans in history used unlearning as their pathway to greatness. If you stay with me, by the end, your mind will be freer. Your life will be more yours. From the moment we're born, society begins to etch into us, through families, schools, media, friends, rules about what a good life looks like. Go to school, get a stable job, don't rock the boat. We obey, we settle. Then we feel stuck, discontent, empty. But understand this, the trap isn't real. It's programming. In Man's Search for Meaning, Viktor Frankl writes, between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. That space is where unlearning lives. Many spend decades reacting to life rather than choosing their own response. Let me tell you about my own life. Times I did what I should, because everyone around me said so. I earned certifications, got approvals, followed paths. But inside, I felt a hollow ache. That ache was truth-knocking, reminding me that I was not built to follow. And that's when I decided to question everything. Unlearning is not destruction, it's excavation. You dig through layers to find your authentic core. Paulo Coelho once wrote in The Alchemist, "When we strive to become better than we are, everything around us becomes better too." But to become better, you often must first unlearn what's worse. Imagine a garden overrun by weeds. You don't plant new seeds on top. You root out the weeds first. That's the mindset you need for your mind. In Outliers, Malcolm Gladwell shows how success is shaped by external forces: culture, generation, family. But to stand out, people had to break free from those external forces. Elon Musk didn't just see space rockets. He ignored what the world said was impossible. Oprah didn't just host. She reinvented what a media personality could be. Oprah was born in poverty, faced abuse and rejection. She was told no, many times, that she didn't fit. But she unlearned what media thought she should be. She told it her way: vulnerability, truth, empathy. She once said, "You become what you believe." She believed she could connect human stories and became a media empire. Let's talk about Nelson Mandela. Mandela grew up in tribal South Africa, learned the rules of segregated society. He unlearned the limitation of race, of oppression. Even in prison, he didn't accept the narrative the oppressor gave him. In Long Walk to Freedom, Mandela says, "I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear." He rewrote the rules of his nation. What about J.K. Rowling's? Before Harry Potter, Rowling was poor, depressed, rejected by publishers. She unlearned the idea that failure defines you. She said later, It is impossible to live without failing at something, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all. She risked everything. She knew the rules were lies. Another rebel who unlearned everything is Steve Jobs. Jobs dropped out, took a calligraphy class, unlearned what a tech leader must study. Later he would say, "You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward." He unlearned school's greed for conformity. He built Apple from curiosity, design, intuition. Now let's talk layers, because unlearning is multidimensional. Layer 1, fear, the belief that you're not safe if you deviate. Layer 2, validation, needing others' approval to feel worthy. Layer 3, identity, accepting a fixed label, e.g., I am poor, I am average. Layer 4, success definitions. Believing success only looks like money, status, fame. In Daring Greatly, Brené Brown writes, "Owning our story and loving ourselves through that process is the bravest thing we'll ever do. To unlearn validation, you must own your story. To unlearn fear, you must feel it, name it, and move through it. To unlearn identity, you must see yourself as evolving, not stuck. To unlearn narrow success, you must broaden your vision. What if your mission is more important than your income?" Okay, how do you actually unlearn? Step 1. Write your beliefs down. Get a journal. List 10 beliefs you hold now about money, success, identity, fear. Step 2. Trace their origin. Who told you that? When? Why? Step 3. Question them. Are they absolutely true? Or just what you were taught? Step 4. Contradict them daily. Whenever the old thought shows up, say the new one. Step 5. Create new anchors. Use affirmations, readings, mentors. What supports your new thought system? Take 3 minutes now. Write one belief you want to unlearn. E.g., I must be liked to succeed. Write where it came from. Then write its opposite. I will serve truth, not applause. Whenever doubt creeps in, return to that opposite. It's slow. Some days it feels like you're swimming against the current. But every micro-shift, every new sentence you tell your mind, builds a new neural pathway. Once you unlearn, you must rebuild. You can't stay in the void forever. Think of yourself as an architect. You dismantle the old structure, then design a new one. Use these tools, new definitions. Write your own definition of success, love, worth, purpose. Mantras and affirmations, short phrases you repeat when you feel doubt. Visioning. Picture your ideal life, emotionally, spiritually, materially. Small experiments. Act on the new beliefs even when you don't fully believe them yet. In Atomic Habits, James Clear says, "You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems." Build systems that reinforce your new beliefs. Daily rituals, readings, accountability. Day by day, the new mind becomes the default mind. My fellow rebels, the greatest battles are not external. They are internal. When you unlearn what you were given and reclaim what's inside, you become unstoppable. Today, I invite you to begin. Drop in the comments. What is one thing you're ready to unlearn now? I will read every comment. I will respond. Share this video with someone trapped in their own programming. Subscribe if you haven't. Because over here, we aren't just creating content, we're building a movement. We are the Rebel Life Lessons. The world may have shouted your limits, but you can whisper your truths. Let your next chapter be written by you. Unlearn, rebuild, live free.